Hello and welcome! My name is EU4 and this is my Let's Play series of Europa Universalis IV where we are playing as Denmark. And we are going for the Iron Prize achievement, which I hope we are going to be able to probably actually get in this episode. We finally, after many moons of trying, got our war with England. Well, it is actually our second war with England, but it's last one we kinda botched quite a lot, but this time we got the opportunity to take a good war, and we have all the land we need. We now need to core it, wait for the cores. I'm actually just gonna go to speed 5 because there's nothing more I'm interested in this campaign. I know it's always disappointing to just stop a campaign, but it is in an old patch, and we are kind of, as Denmark, in an, at least in this playthrough, in a kind of uninteresting position, because no matter which way we go, we have annoying alliance webs to deal with, and I would just much rather start a new campaign in 1.18. So I'm just gonna end this one as quickly as possible and see if we can do that in a good way. I think we are spending too much on this guy. I'm just gonna change him. Doesn't really matter between those two. Can we increase our fleet here? Let's do that. Put the leader over there, so we don't overflow with points. I want to save these diplo points for culture conversions though, so we can do that as soon as we get the cores. Still have too many cannons here. Send them down there, and we lost our military guy. Let's get land maintenance. So yeah, if we were playing on, of course, like just playing this as a campaign, we'll probably need to take advantage of the fact that Muscovy is weak. I would probably have taken a different peace with England so that we could get rid of their alliance with Muscovy and then attack Muscovy right after. Then I would have to deal with Lithuania, Poland, which would mean again getting into a war with Austria, which would then have to wait until we could call in Brandenburg and or Bohemia. And basically that would be the circle of the game for a very long time, just trying to balance the alliances here. Of course, instead of going for quality ideas, we could have gone for exploration and tried to get some wars in Africa and stuff to kind of occupy us. And of course going for the Americas as well, which could be interesting. So it's not like there's nothing to do as Denmark. It's just that at least in the playthrough we did, there was kind of limited possibilities just because of the alliances that there were. So what do we want? Do we want yes, we just want the loyalty. We don't really care that much about prestige. Can we get anything for it? No, not really. Improving with my allies. Doing the cause. So here we have to wait for separatism to run out, so we might not be able to do it in this episode anyway. Let's just try to convert these guys. Can we get a conversion guy then? We can. We actually have to wait for the separatism to run out. That's annoying. Well, let's just play then. If we have to wait anyway, let's just play a little bit. We do have to wait do we have any of these? Oh, this is the areas thing. Have any of these areas that we want to add? Might as well add this as a state. This is a state. And these two I don't want to add, only one province. Oh, we didn't have enough. Why? Oh, there's a missionary there, okay. And we have English and Scottish separatists very soon, so let's just pay for our army again. And we should probably give out some provinces. Nobility gets Yorkshire. And clergy gets Northumberland. That's annoying, we have to wait for this. So how many years of separatism? That's gonna be 14 years. So we need to be on top of those rebellions. So they don't increase separatism. I think I'm just gonna focus on that still. Just so we don't end up with one of them not being able to be converted. I guess we can focus on converting all of this land over here to Danish culture. It's just gonna be the focus of the rest of the campaign to convert everything and anything to Danish culture. Do we want to convert all of it? That's the question. That's a lot of culture to convert. Could be kind of fun though. I want to make sure we have enough points, of course. This is all accepted. I think Finnish might not be accepted. So we might as well, or let's convert the Baltic states first. Just gonna do a couple of them and then we're gonna wait for them to be converted and use the adjacency bonus. So this one is cheap. Oh, this is expensive. Let's do it anyway. Convert a lot of culture. Go back to speed 5 then. And we need to get there. Just maintain that guy. Yeah, this is just due to reinforcement, so we might as well then use this episode to talk about the achievement, and instead of doing an end episode, and I'm just gonna have this episode run until as far as it takes. So the achievement itself is not that that hard. Basically, what you need to do in order to, let's just go to speed 4, that makes it a little bit easier. What you need to do in order to get to this achievement is you need to form Denmark as a complete state, and then you just need to wait for an opportunity to go to war with England. So what do you need to do for that? Well, first of all, Sweden is kind of poised to try to get free. So you need to guard against that. The way you do that is to get some strong alliances and try to make Sweden happy by improving relations, so on and so on. Then next step is to try and get the unions integrated, and for doing that you need to take some land, because you can only integrate someone that has fewer provinces than you do, and even Norway starts out with more provinces than Denmark do. So first of all integrate Schleswig-Holstein, and then try to get some of the Baltic states, maybe some of the northern German states. That's the ones that are easiest to attack. Anything inside the HRE is a problem, especially if you have a strong emperor, as we did in this game. But Livonian orders and whatever you can get from the, what's that called? Teutonic Order, before they get taken over by Poland, is a good idea. If Poland-Lithuania is weak, you can also attack them. And then once you have enough to take over Norway, taking over Norway will give you enough to take over Sweden. And then it's just a matter of making sure to get some alliances, making sure to use any opportunities you are given during the game. I might as well go for the tech here. Yeah, take any opportunities you are given and just basically try to gather your power so that once you get the opportunity to go to war with England, you're actually strong enough. The only problem with England is that you can't really rely on the AI to help you. Sometimes the AI will be smart enough to move troops into England, sometimes they won't. We saw this in our first war against England, where we were allied to France, back then still mostly powerful, I think. I don't think they'd lost any wars at that point. But even though we had vastly superior armies combined, our our armies weren't strong enough to beat England, and we were the only ones to attack them in their homeland, so we lost that war. And that's just something you have to deal with in... let's just go to +1. That's something you kind of have to deal with in this game, that against England, is that you kind of want to be able to make it on your own. For that same reason, can we lose this money? I guess we have to, right? Yeah. Gonna take up a loan here in the end. So nice. Why are we losing this much money? Did we lose some trade power here or something? I don't really get it. Guess we can go to house maintenance then. Anyway, you need to build up your navy as well. Either that or get some land over here. So, of course, you're gonna get the Orkney Island just from Norway. So you have somewhere you can land your troops ahead of the war, but it's still best if you can get a navy that's strong. Fortunately, that isn't actually that hard with Denmark, since we get some, I think we get some extra naval maintenance, naval force limits, so it's not that hard to get a strong navy as Denmark. So, well, that's kind of it. Then it's just a matter of waiting. England usually doesn't get that strong because they're kind of confined to their islands, and if they want to expand from them, it's into France and Burgundy. So they usually limited to the power they can get on the island, and then it's just a waiting game. Like, we managed to take the land we needed in 1580 or something like that, but if it was if we weren't able to do it there, it's just a matter of waiting for the next opportunity or the next opportunity or the next opportunity, and at some point we would have gotten it. And now it's just a matter of waiting for this separatism to run out, which will unfortunately take quite a long time, 1611. So let's just go speed 5. I might actually have to split this video anyway. Or I'll just put in a cut, maybe, at the end of my rant here, until the actual achievement is attained. I don't know. I know this bit's unsatisfying not doing anything, but I would rather go and make a new campaign instead. Of course, if you don't agree with that and want me to finish future campaigns in a different way, post in the comments. I would love to hear from you. Repay all loans. Let's just do that. And now we're making money. Well, of course we went to half maintenance, so might as well take military. Shift to... I kind of like Mercian more than charge, just because of the fire making a bigger difference in the fire penalty, fire phase. But it also depends. You can like change it back into depending on which generals you have as well. I usually don't do that though. I'm usually too lazy. And we also have to wait a hell of a time for those. It seems like our vassal here is going mad with claims. I mean, we can already attack England again. Yup. Oh no, that's still a truce. I was bewildered there for a second. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna speed up this part while we're just waiting for the. Let's just take Diplomatic. Just waiting for the separatism to go away. Of course, one way you could have sped this up were to get the humanist ideas ahead of time. Also, if you have the right of man achievement, the right of man expansion, you could try to get a ruler. Well, you can't really affect that, but you could be lucky to get a ruler that have -5 separatism bonus. So there's that. We don't have that, so you can just annex this guy as well. Sure to have our allies happy, just in case we get attacked or something. But yeah, I think I'm gonna put in a cut here, and then we're gonna speed on to the actual end of this achievement. Welcome back. So as you can see, quite a lot of years have passed, but now we only need this one province, and you're now looking at what I've been looking at for the past long time. I did end up going into one more war with England, not really for anything but prestige. The reason was Ulrich here, who was getting pretty old, and Hans wasn't born yet. So we were, for I think 10 years or so, I was in danger of getting into a personal union with France, which would have been rather awkward at the end of a run like this, but now we are only seconds away from the achievement! Iron Prize! Yes! Achievement unlocked! Very nice. Oh, I wonder if you could actually see that, but let's just open up here and find it. Iron Prize has been achieved. So, I did amuse myself by converting everything to Danish, everything that wasn't accepted culture to Danish, so now only Danish, Swedish and Norwegian culture is existing within my lands. There's a little bit of Sami up here, but that's part of Russia, so couldn't do anything about that. Anyway, achievement done. Once again, if I was to rate this achievement, I would rate it medium to hard. I would say if you're an experienced player, it's only a medium achievement. If you are a new player, it's probably going to be a hard achievement, just because a lot of the mechanics you have to take into account, like integrating the other neighbors, making sure Sweden doesn't declare independence, getting to a war over here in Britain, and maintaining alliances, and all that good jazz that we had to juggle throughout the achievement run. Kinda kind of takes some experience. But as I said, for a experienced player, this is only like a medium achievement. Of course, you could go further and do other things with it, but if all you're going for is this achievement, it's actually somewhat easy to attain. It's just a matter of time. Like I think we even had a pretty we had some bad luck along the way. Not saying that that we didn't have any good luck or anything, not like that, but we definitely could have done it more quickly had we had some better opportunities to attack around us and stuff like that, if England hasn't been so hard to get to war with. But then we got it. So this will be the end of patch 117 for me. And I'll see you in Prussia and beyond. Hope you enjoyed this achievement run. If you did, consider hitting the like button and subscribing to my channel. And hope to see you in future series. Bye bye.